Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing good. Even today we will be discussing about sociology for class 12, and today I would like to begin with a new unit, that is unit number 4, social inequality. And in your textbook it will start from page number 41 to page number 54. So I would kindly ask you to refer to the textbooks as I explain the different subtopics under this unit called as social inequality. Okay, now the first question that I would like to put up to all of you is, what is social inequality? I repeat again, what is social inequality? Here it simply means that inequality, in the form of opportunity or rewards, okay, which determines the social status of the society, in a sense that, okay, the inequality which exists in the society because there are some groups of people who are deprived of their opportunities, or they are not given the same reward, okay, for their own deeds, and that is the reason why there are inequalities in the society. And this is what we will be discussing about, okay, and today we will be focusing more on the Indian society here. Now the first subtopic is caste prejudice, okay, caste prejudice. Now here prejudice in the sense that, okay, looking down or depriving a person, okay, before knowing that particular person, okay, in the name of caste, which means depriving or looking down at a person, okay, in the name of caste, okay, even if you don't know that particular person, okay. And as for India, okay, caste is one of the most important pillar of our Indian society, okay, it's one of the pillar of Indian society, and also it is one of the unique feature of our country. Why? Because this caste system may not be found in almost all the parts of the world, and that is the reason why it is one of the unique feature of our Indian society. And also, okay, caste plays a very important role in influencing the social, political, or even cultural, religious, etc., okay, and it impacts in those particular institutions as well, okay, such as social institutions, political institutions, economic institutions, etc., okay. So caste plays a very important role, and even today in our democratic system, okay, this particular caste system plays a very important role in determining the power of the people also, okay. So in that way caste plays a very important role in our Indian society. So now, what is this caste here? Okay, caste is derived from a Spanish word, okay, which means casta or casta, okay, means breed, okay, a particular lineage or a particular line of offsprings, okay. So that is what this particular breed means, okay. Strain, okay, descended from a common ancestor or lineage or even complex of hereditary, okay, okay. So this hereditary in the sense that, okay, it is something which is passed down from one generation to another, okay. Complex of hereditary means it can be the features of a person, or even the way he speaks to the people or his conduct in the society, okay. So all those things makes up the complex of hereditary. In India, okay, this particular caste or casta, okay, is replaced by a word called as jati, okay. Jati plays a very important role. It determines your occupation, it determines your role in the society, and etc., okay. And that is how there are 4 varnas in the caste system. The 4 varnas are brahmanas, okay, or the Brahmins. They are the priestly class, they are the scholars, teachers, etc., okay. And the second group of people are the Kshatriyas. They are the rulers, the king, queen, prince, princess, etc., okay. Vaishyas, okay, and the Shudras. The Shudras were born in order to serve the upper 4 castes, and that is how it has been divided in our Indian society, and thus caste system plays a very important role even in determining their occupation in the society. So in that way, their social ranking has also been given: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and the Shudras, okay. Now there is another group of people who are called as the scheduled caste, okay. scheduled caste? Scheduled caste, okay, is a political legal term. Okay, I repeat again, political legal term in order to refer a group of people. We will be talking about which group of people here, okay? A group of people, okay, which was first termed by the Simon Commission. Okay, when the Simon Commission came to India, okay, what happened was that they gave a particular name called as the scheduled caste. Okay, and thus it is also written down in papers in the Government Act of 1935. Okay, Government Act of 1935. You know, this particular scheduled caste name was being written down in the records. Okay, now here, this scheduled castes, you know, are given some special provisions. Okay, they are given some special provisions, which sometimes we call as positive discrimination. Why? Because these are the group of people who were never given some privileges, or they were not given any kind of opportunities in the society. And that is the reason why people are now giving some, you know, special reservations or opportunities, okay, so that, you know, it will compromise with what they have not been given in the past. Okay, so they have been discriminated in the past. In order to, you know, compromise with that, okay, we are given some relaxation today, such as reservations, etc. Okay, so those are some of the special provisions here, and thus it is also called as positive discrimination. Why? Because they are given some special privileges, okay, to some group of people where they have not been given formerly, you know, before. Now, this particular group of people are known by different names. Okay, now who are these scheduled castes? Most of us, we would think that, no, they are the Shudras and the fourfold division of the society. No, they do not belong to the fourfold division of the society. They are the fifth, you know, category. That is what we say, or they are also called as the Panchama. Panchama. Panchama, Panchama, or the fifth category. Okay, now they do not belong in the fourth division of the caste system, but they are outside the caste system. That is what we can say, and goes along with the name outside the four castes, which means they also live outside the village or outside the town. Why? Because they are called as the untouchables. Okay, they are called as the untouchables, and thus they are also considered as impure and defiled. Okay, so they are considered as impure. Why? Because they are engaged mostly in dirty works. That is what the people says. Okay, and because of them, you know, it pollutes the society, and that is the reason why they are considered as impure. They clean the carcass of the society, you know, the carcass of the dead animals, okay, or even the excreta of people and everything. Okay, that is the reason why they are considered to be dirty, impure, and defiled, okay, in the society. Now, Mahatma Gandhi, he called this group of people as Harijans. Okay, example, you know, in the sense that sons of Hari, which means the sons of God. That is what he called them. Okay, and then he impressed them as brothers. Okay, and also there is another word which was used. It was called as the Dalits. Okay, Dalits. Okay, now Dalits. Okay, this particular word was used by some radical groups among themselves. Okay, among the fifth category or the Panchama. Okay, they call themselves as Dalits, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, okay, he popularized this particular name. Okay, and also the Dalit Panther movement, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, this two, one group, and then this particular individual. Okay, they popularized this particular name called as Dalits. Okay, Dalits here. Now, they are not homogeneous group, which means they cannot mix with the other people like the other four castes do. Okay, they have to keep some distance. Okay, when they even move around, and they should be aware whether the people are coming or not. Why? Because the society considers them as dirty, and that is the reason why they have to keep a certain distance. Okay, and that is how, you know, they are not homogeneous group, they are not similar with the other group. and like I've mentioned, they are impure and defiled, and there were religious restrictions which was put on them, okay, which means they were not free in order to go inside or to enter the temples, okay, and they were not allowed to do some certain religious practices which the upper caste were also doing, in the sense that you were not allowed to practice what the upper caste group of people were doing in the society, okay, and thus there were so many restrictions, okay, the opportunities were not given, especially also in the field of education, okay, they are educationally backward. Why? Because they were not given the opportunities, okay, by the rest of the society, and that is the reason why they are educationally backward, economically also they are backward, okay, and thus, okay, this group of people are mostly landless laborers. They don't have a land on their own, okay, and thus they work in the field belonging to some others, okay, and thus they are landless, and there is no choice of occupation, okay. Why? Because caste system is known as ascribed status. They follow the ascribed status based on your birth, okay. Your occupation is based on your birth. If you are born as a Brahmin, you belong to the priestly class, so by any means you have to do that, okay. Kshatriya, you belong to the ruling class, so you are born, whenever you are born, your occupation is finalized, okay. So it's inborn in you. Achieved status is something like whatever you achieve in your life determines your status, but during the caste system it was ascribed status, okay. So that is what it means here, and that is the reason why there is no choice of occupation. They cannot change their occupation on their own, so there was no choice for them, but they have to be the untouchables, okay, since they are born in that particular category. Now, going to the constitutional provisions, okay, now the government has given some help to this group of people, okay. So what were the help given by the government? Constitutional provisions, okay, in order to uplift them economically and educationally, okay. In order to do that, okay, the government has given some provisions, and the first is Article 17, okay. Article 17, what does it say? Abolition of untouchability, okay, and the practices of untouchability in any form, okay, is prohibited in the society. That is the first provision which has been given by the government of India. Also, in order to protect them, okay, a bill which is called an act which was called as Untouchability Act of 1955. The year is very important, okay, 1955 Untouchability Act. And slowly, they also added some more provisions, and it was replaced by Protection of Civil Rights Act 1976. Protection of Civil Rights Act 1976, okay, was passed by the government in order to protect the untouchables. And also, there is another provision which is called as Untouchables, Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe, okay, Prevention of Atrocities, 1989. What was it? Why did they pass this thing? Was because in order to protect the exploitation of untouchables or the STs, okay, so that they will have the access, okay, to public wells. Why? Because they were not even allowed to draw water from public wells, okay, and also exempted from the entry of temples, okay. So in order to protect this exploitation, the government passed this particular act, okay. Now, measures regarding to education. What are the measures? Reservations of seats is available for the SCs, okay, scheduled castes, especially in colleges, particularly in colleges, okay, and also in other professional courses as well. And also, there is also some relaxation, okay, relaxation in the form of marks and everything, okay, which has been given to this particular group of people called as the SCs. And along with that, okay, scholarships are also provided for the scheduled castes, okay. And I'm very sure we Nagas, as scheduled tribes, we also enjoy that scholarship which has been given by the government, particularly for college students and for research fellowship, okay, research scholars also, okay. Now, measures regarding to employment. Even in the field of employment, okay, you have also given them some rights, okay, in the sense that there are some reservations of seats in government sectors, and also there is a proposal by the government in order to keep some seats reserved in some private sectors as well, okay. So those are some of the provisions which has been added to it, okay. And also, in order to promote self-employment among the scheduled castes, National Scheduled Caste Finance and Development Corporation was also adopted by the government, enacted by the government, I'm sorry. And thus, okay, it also helps the scheduled castes, okay, in order to employ themselves, self-employment, okay, to encourage them. Now next is measures with regards to political rights, okay. Here, political rights, for example, reservation of seats in Lok Sabha and also in state legislature is also given, okay. And also, National Commission for Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes are also set up, you know, in order to check the welfare of the people, in order to see whether the people are living in a good condition or not, okay. So in that way, you know, the government is also trying its best. But even today, okay, there are some few people, you know, who have been beneficial or who have, you know, benefited through this thing, okay, through these schemes and provisions which is provided by the government. But there are so many Dalits or the scheduled castes who are still underprivileged, okay. They are not getting their privileges, okay. So in this way, okay, scheduled castes, you know, is one of them, you know, who who does not have equality in the society. The next is OBCs, okay, other backward castes, okay, other backward classes, I'm sorry, okay. They are mostly tenant cultivators, okay. They don't have a land on their own, you know. They practice agriculture on the land of some other people, or also some of the artisans are under the judge money system. Judge money system is a system where there are some judgments, okay, where they own the land, and then these peasants or farmers have to work for them, and then they get something as food grains or, you know, as a kind from the owner of the land, from the judgments, okay. So they don't have a land on their own, okay. And also there are some small traders, okay. So those are some, you know, group of people under the OBC. So not all the people, you know, in the society have the same status. So that is the reason why, you know, most of them, they are in the somewhere in the middle, like the upper caste and the between the lower caste, okay. So these are the group of people. Now what happened is that Mandal Commission divides this OBCs into two categories, okay, two categories, okay. The first one is Annexure 1, okay. Annexure 1 means, okay, those OBCs, those other backward castes, okay, or classes, I'm sorry, you know, other backward castes, what happened is that they are economically, you know, they are extremely backward in economically and educationally, okay, in the society, okay. And some of them, they are Malla, Nonya, and Khar, okay. And the next group of people are, you know, better compared to the first group of people, you know, those OBCs who are doing better economically and educationally, okay. And they belong to the Annexure 2, okay. They are the Yadavs, Kurni, and Banya in the society. And we will be discussing about the provisions which has been adopted by the government, you know, for the OBCs. And also, you know, we will be discussing about the other backward classes, you know, other backward castes, you know, in more detail even in the coming classes, okay. So with that, I would like to conclude our classes for today. Thank you.